Hours away from former President Donald Trump walking into a courthouse to face criminal charges for a third time. Trump is scheduled to be arraigned at 4 this afternoon in Washington, D.C. for his alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election. Earlier this week, the indictment was unsealed, revealing 4 charges, including conspiracy to defraud the U.S. Special counsel Jack Smith insisting that Trump knew he lost the election but tried to overturn the results anyway, determined to remain in power. Trump denies any wrongdoing. Josie Carbonari joining us now from near Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate with more on what today's hearing could look like.
Former President Donald Trump has left his Mar-a-Lago estate and he's in D.C. now, where he will appear in court for what is now his third indictment. Legal experts tell me it'll be very similar to the process that we saw here at home. Criminal defense attorney Richard Serafini, who is a former federal prosecutor for the Department of Justice, tells us the proceeding won't take very long and will be done within minutes. He says the former president will appear in court and be advised of the charges against him. His attorney will say they both have read the indictment, so the court doesn't have to read all 45 pages. After that, the former president will plead not guilty and demand a trial by jury. Serafini also says there will be some sort of discovery request and order by the court with no bail. So former President Donald Trump will be released, but with some guidelines to follow.
There may be some discussion like there was down here about which individuals the former president can talk with, or a limitation of what they can, what type of conversations can be had between the former president and various individuals.
As for the trial, we're told it will be scheduled to take place sometime within the next 70 days. Reporting from Mar-a-Lago, I'm Josie Carbonari, WPBF 25 News.